Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are going to do a little quick silhouette studio this morning. How is everyone? Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, guys, as you come in, please be sure to hit the like and share button. This is going to be a really quick and easy one. Great for our beginners. I'm going to show you guys how to create a customized number with mouse ears. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone? Good morning. You're finally able to catch a live. This is why I want to start doing them on Saturday morning so that you guys can catch these lives if you're not able to catch them during the week. Hello. Good morning, Amy. Hello, Hans. Hi, Charlie. Good morning, Carol. Good morning, Ramona. Manuel. Good morning. Donna. Good morning. Hello, Miss Carol. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Jesse. Samantha, good morning. I am awesome. Morning, Michelle. Good morning, Shamika. Good morning, Claire. Diane, Vanessa. Hello, Sabrina. Good morning. Yes, it's not Happy Hump Day. That's what I normally say on Wednesdays because that's what Gay Babe says. All right, y'all. Be sure to hit that like button. Hit the thumbs up. Go ahead and share it out. 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 I'm finally here during the actual live. Yay! Good morning, good morning, good morning. All right, we're going to get started here. My time right now says 2 minutes and 30 seconds. When we get to 3 minutes, we're going to go ahead and get started with the actual tutorial. Well, let's say 4 minutes because I have to do my intro. Good morning and good morning. All right, so I am Shakia of Silaholics Anonymous, and I do live tutorials, pre-recorded tutorials. I have classes on my website, my academy site, academy.silaholics.anonymous.com. And I combined all of these, including one-on-one sessions, to teach you guys how to learn and master Silhouette Studio. I'm trying my best to get a little bit better with planning the lives out and give you guys notice, but I have a very active household, and I have to sometimes, I'm not in control of my own time schedule. Sometimes I go by what Zan Imani says and just looking at it, and people book one-on-one sessions like sporadically all the time. So it's a little bit difficult to really give you guys like a pinpoint time on when I'm going to go live. I was supposed to go live yesterday. Whole lot of happened. But nevertheless, I am here. But just to make sure that you don't miss anything, go ahead, hit that. If you're on YouTube, hit subscribe and then hit the bell. So right now, nothing is going on, right? No real tutorials, that we're not teaching anything. You're not going to miss anything. If you're in the live chat and you're on your phone, hit that X, go to the main screen, hit subscribe if you have not, and go ahead and hit that bell. If you are on Facebook, it's a little bit maybe for you. I don't think there's one on there to follow, but make sure that you go back to the Facebook page, Silaholics Anonymous, and hit like and follow and turn your notifications to see first. If you have it on defaults, you're not going to always get my notifications when I go live. All right. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. I'm at like 4.5 minutes. So let's just make it a cool 5 minutes, right? So let's just say good morning to a couple more people. Good morning. I think I left off there. Nope. I think I did, you guys. Good morning, Sonia. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Diane. Number 2. And, well, Vanessa, I said good morning to you already. Yeah, I did. All right. Good morning. All right, we are at 5 minutes, so let's go ahead and jump into Silhouette Studio. Oh, whoa. What happened here? There we go. All right. So I am working on a design. This is one that I did years ago. I have to, and this was actually the picture that's on the thumbnail. It was actually pink before, but I have to work on a design for someone else, and it's going to be the hot pink because we're going to make some centerpieces and some things like that for an event. So I figured I would come on and share with you guys, just very, very simple. We're not going to be on here long now to see the rest of this, and because it's a little bit more complex to get the dots and things like that, especially the ones on the end. I mentioned it before. I'm going to have on my Academy site an option where you guys will have unlimited access. I'm going to go through my library of videos or of files, and I'm going to recreate them on video, like on film, and you guys will be able to watch them so you can see how to design. How do I go through some of the more intermediate and advanced designs? So if you feel as if you are somewhat past like the beginner stage and you really want to dive into some techniques, some real graphic design techniques, you want to consider taking that, signing up for that one, because I'm going to teach you guys, well, not teach, but more so show you guys like the next level of certain designs. All right. So for this, you can make this design with any number you want. I look for this. I don't even have this font anymore. Don't know what happened to it, or I went through it, didn't quite see it. Don't even have this font anymore, but that's okay. My customers tend to not really mind when I take creative, liberty and change things up. It's always going to look great. So my clients tend to never really mind that. So I'm going to do it with just any old number. Okay. All right. So we are going to, and you know what? Oh, I forgot to share myself. I'm all telling y'all to share, and I did not bother to share myself. Okay. Let's see. Let me just go over here real quick. I'm going to just make it really, I promise y'all, I'll make it quick. Just going to go ahead and share this out to my group. All right, let's see. Turn my volume down. We're going to go ahead and share to a group. And all right, we are all shared out. Okay, there we go. Repeat where to sign up. It will be on the site as of Monday morning. It is, I'm going to pull this up for you guys. Where is it? There we go. Academy.silaholicsAnonymous.com. Academy.silaholicsAnonymous.com is the site. And that option will be available as of Monday morning. Monday morning. Okay. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this. For the image for this, I just did a Google search, and let's pull this over into the screen. You're going to see a lot of different bows. If there's a different one that you want to use, go ahead and you can use that. I just saw this one, so I right click copy image, and we're going to minimize that. And you're going to right click and paste. That's just going to put that on your Silhouette screen. If it's a JPEG like this, white background, you don't have to save it to your computer or anything like that. You can just drop that right into Silhouette Studio by going on there and right-clicking and choosing copy image and then paste. Now make sure you're doing copy image, not image address or anything like that. Copy image, come over to Silhouette Studio, right-click and paste. It's in here, okay? The next step is going to be to trace this. This is black and white. Going to be a really, really easy trace. We're going to go over to our trace window, which looks like a little butterfly for some. Some say it looks like a piece of toast with some jelly on it. I say it looks like a butterfly. I'm going to click on that, select trace area. Starting in any corner, it does not matter where you start from. I can go from the bottom and come up as long as the entire image is kind of encapsulated in yellow. Like you wanted to see it masked in yellow. This is black, picked up beautifully. I don't really have to adjust anything as far as thresholds because at 45%, it picks up everything. Sometimes if your image is not so great, taking the scale down can help it a little bit, not all the time. All right, once you have that, you have where you want, we're going to go ahead and hit trace. I actually didn't even need to trace the whole thing, but you might need this for something else. Maybe you want to put the number inside of this. You can use it for that. So we're going to move this out of the way. So you notice I did not do a trace and detach. I did a trace. Now, if I were to go in here and fill this in with black, turn my line colors off, I basically have the exact same thing here. But we're going to do a little something different with it. And so that you guys can see, I'm going to turn my lines back red and I'm going to make my fill just a lighter color so you guys can see a little bit better. All right. And we're going to zoom out some. Well, yeah, let's just pull you up. Let's not even be distracted by everything else that's there. If you didn't notice, I'm not on the design screen. I personally never ever design on the actual design page because to me, I want to design freely. I move it to the design page when I am ready to cut it or print it. That's when I put it on my design page. I design everywhere else. All right, so we're going to go over to our text tool, click on the screen anywhere. It doesn't have to be on the design page again. I'm going to put a 3 here because this is for someone that is turning 3, and we're going to delete. Good learning lesson right here. When I went to go type, nothing is showing up. Reason for that is at some point when nothing was selected, I chose no color. So now I'm going to make sure that nothing is selected. I'm going to come up here to my color and I'm going to choose, what's supposed to be no color. I chose no line. So I'm going to come up here and with nothing selected, I'm going to choose a line color. Now when I go and do text, boom, I have the line there. If I were to go ahead and with nothing selected, add a color to it, excuse me, it's going to fill in with that color. All right, let's go ahead and delete those. I'm going to click on here and make that a bit bigger so that you guys can see. It does not matter what font you guys use. Let me see, I don't know if I want to use the Walter Graph one. Excuse me. If I want to use the mini one, there's also, there's a Mickey one too. There is a Mickey one. Oh, and I forgot. I didn't even have to do the trace. I forgot. I have a whole Mickey Mouse font over here. Don't ask me where I got it from. I don't remember, but it's called Mickey M TFB. Look, all this Mickey stuff. I could have gotten ears from this and put the bow on it. I'm not sure if Minnie is on here, but a whole lot of Mickey on here. If I wanted to do these with Mickey Mouse, I'm going to put that off to the side so you guys can see that later. So I'm going to, I don't know which one I want to use. I guess let's go with the mini one. I don't want to use the Mickey one. It's pretty much the same, just has an offset around it. So we're just going to go with this. Actually, I'll show you guys with both. I have to decide which one I'm going to use. All right. We're going to make a duplicate because, like I said, I'm going to do it for both. I'm going to take my mouse ears and pull it over here. And I'm going to make it just a little bit bigger. I kind of want to see how it's going to look. So for my 3, I'm going to make that the blue. And I'm going to make them both no color as far as the line color. So just want to see and make sure that my ears, and maybe let's rotate them. So to rotate them, you click on it, grab the little circle up here, rotate that a little. I'm going to pull that kind of sort of to the back, about right there maybe. Might make it a little smaller. Okay. Now I'm going to click on my ears. So I'm going to make that a different color just that you guys can see the difference in the two. Okay. I'm going to right click and bring that to the front. And now I'm going to zoom in on it. I want to add line color because I'm going to release compound path and I'm going to need to see where my items are. We're going to right click and release compound path. I'm going to hold down Shift, click on the mouse ears to deselect it, let go of Shift. And this area here, I'm going to hold down, well, because of what we're going to do, I'm just going to make it a compound path. I like keyboard shortcuts. It's Control E or Command E on a Mac, or you can just right click and choose Make Compound Path. It looks like nothing changed, but if I change the color on that, you'll see that there are holes in there now. So now we're going to go back to the ears. I just needed to overlap the 3, but I don't need all of this down here. This is where your point editing comes into play. People always ask, what do you use point editing for? There's a million ways that you would, reasons why you would use your point editing. So for this, I want to eliminate some of this area up here. Some people may try to use their knife tool, but if you use your knife tool, it's going to cut through the 3 as well. Your edit points is going to be the best option. And it's not going to be where you have to really conform and go around a bunch of stuff. You're just deleting the extra area. So we're going to double click, bring up the edit points. To select multiple points, you hold down Shift, drag, and then come up. So I'm pretty good here because this one, again, I just need to create an overlap. So it just needs to be over this somewhere. So I'm going to delete all of these points down here. I'm going to come up to the top and hit delete point. As long as it's not hanging off. I'm now going to take the ears. Now, if you feel as if you will do more numbers, right? Like this. If you want to, you can take this and duplicate it, put it off to the side. That way you don't have to worry with those pesky edit points. You don't have to trace again. Leave that off to the side. We're going to select the ears and the number 3. And you're going to weld. Couple places, I was already up here. Naturally, when I gravitated to the one up here, but you can right click and choose weld. There's weld over here in your modify panel. Doesn't matter where you select it from. They all do the same. Whatever is your natural thing to do. If it's natural for you to right click and choose weld, do that. Modify weld, do that. Or come to the top, do that. All right. So weld. That is now all on. And I think I might need to make them a little bit bigger. Yeah, I think so. Let's go ahead and make this black just to see. And I don't even know if I like that 3. It looks a little weird to me. Let's see it over here. And see, because I've already done that, I was going to do the edit points on this one. I don't have to. I already made my duplicate. So I'm going to duplicate this again, bring it down here. And because it's already cut down, guess what I can do? I'm going to just go ahead and make this black. And I'm going to take the line color off so I get to see it before I even weld it. And let's see, do I want it to be bigger? Rotate it. Oh, excuse me. I think I have to move just a little bit, maybe. Okay, nope, I didn't. I can hold down Alt, make another duplicate. I think I almost liked it where it wasn't like the ears weren't overlapping completely, and maybe like it's an actual hat on the head. Well, like, yeah, like it's a hat on the head, so I can kind of come up just a little bit. I might want to see what it looks like smaller. So once you have that foundation, you can just keep making duplicates so that you can see it in other orientations and you don't have to do a bunch of undo. Like if you didn't like it one way, you would have to undo until you got back to where it was. But if you make constant duplicates of things, you can kind of decide, okay, which one do I want to use? And whichever one you don't, just go ahead and delete it. So I want to use this one. I'm going to click on the ears, hold down Shift, click on the 3, and weld. And I'm able to change my bow to whatever color I want. Now, as far as the dots in the middle, it's a little bit, I'm not going to say it's like advanced, a little intermediate. I'm not going to do that on this video. If you would like to see the next step of that, it will be available on Monday. There's actually going to be 5 videos. When it releases on Monday, there are going to be 5 different types of videos for all sorts of things. There's one on an invitation. There's just like some football designs. And this is just allowing you guys to see my design process, how I utilize the program, okay? So there are going to be 5 different videos on there on Monday, and I'm always going to be adding new content to it. So be on the lookout for that on Monday, okay? All right, so we have this. I'm always a stickler for make a duplicate. Have the one I want to use, but I'm still going to duplicate it. So I'm going to add the names to this now. All right, we're going to go ahead and click on the A again. Uh-oh. All right, and it's a nickname. So we're going to go T-A-Y, T-A-Y. I'm going to blow this up, put it in the middle. And I'm going to use that same font. It would have been great if I would have kept it, but we don't have it. So I'm going to go over here to the A, but it should be up here. There we go. Well, I don't think I want this Waltergraph. I want this one, the one with the smaller letters. Yes. So let's go. I don't know. I think I actually like the bigger one now. But I like the long T on this one. I like the way the 8, I don't know which one I want to do. All right, let's just make this purple. Let me see. Yeah, I'm going to stick with the smaller one. So just going to place that there. And because it's a 3 and not like the 2, I'm going to bring this down some. And I'm going to, I have some other shirts to make for this. So I'm going to hold down Alt and click just so that I don't have to go back and find the font again when it's time for me to do the other names. So I'm going to pull this down to about here. And we are going to convert it to a path so that it's a path and no longer in text format. All right. First step we're going to do is do the offset so that it can go around the middle. I'm going to go offset. And I want to go with 0.15. I want it just a little bit bigger and apply. I'm going to make that white. And I'm going to group it together. You can go to the group here at the top. You can go Command G or Control G or Command G on a Mac to group it together, or you can right click and group it. Now I'm going to click on the entire, so this is one of those things where I don't know. So for beginner purposes, I'm not going to go into the why, because I don't want to confuse you guys, because there's a couple ways that you can do this, and I don't want to necessarily confuse you guys if you're not quite familiar with it. So I'm going to select the ears in the 3, hold down Shift, and click on the name. I'm going to do another offset. So we're going to go offset, and we're going to make it the same size, 0.15, and then apply. And I'm going to make that white. And I don't know if I can see the 3, but I feel like I'm cutting off the bottom. We're going to do this one more time. I'm going to pull this down here. All right. I'm going to delete the outside one. But because I have my offset around my name, I don't have to do that, redo that. I'm going to move it. I feel like no matter what, I'm not going to really get. And it's so crazy. That's sometimes what happens. Someone likes a design, but it doesn't really work with every font or every number. I just feel like it looks a little, I don't really like it with the 3. I just feel like you don't see the 3 as much as you do when it was on the 2. See the 2. The 3, not so much. Feel like it's just cutting it off. All right, well, I'm going to just show you guys, how to finish this off. But I'm going to, and I'm actually designing this now, I'm going to change this up and kind of give a couple different samples to my client, because I love how this looks with a 3. All right, we are going to click on this offset right here. I'm going to hold down Shift. I'm going to click on the 3, and I'm going to go to Modify and then Subtract. Looks like nothing changed, but what I did was made it so that it's cut away. So you're seeing the white from the background. So I don't have to do another layer of white. I'm getting it from the background. And I'm going to make all of these no color. And let's fill this in with the correct pink. So we're going to go up to the top here, or you can go to the color palette on this side. Either one will work. Click on the dropper and select that pink. And that's done. No, it's a lot on my screen. But when I'm designing, I normally have a lot on my screen. Hopefully all that on there did not confuse you guys. And you got to see how it works. So I'm going to go through it one more time. Now that I kind of know what size I want to use, I'm going to go through it straight through one more time without the figuring it out. That's the thing sometimes with certain videos, or like when you're doing stuff, you kind of see the end product. Okay, I know exactly how to do this. I'm going to go doom, 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 and I'm showing you that way. But it doesn't always work out that way for you when you're going to design. It's good to know how to make those changes, how to make those adjustments, how to, minimize having to undo a bunch of different times. So hopefully the beginning part of this helped you guys with that. And you see that there's a certain flow for designing. Not everything is as it appears in many videos where it's like just boom, 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 you're done. That will frustrate you and you'll feel like, well, why are they doing it so easily and I can't? Like mine doesn't look right. You're seeing an edited video or a video once they've worked on the design and okay, I can show you the steps, boom, 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 boom. But I like to show you guys the designs as I'm working on them so that you can see what a true real-time workflow is. Thank you so much for the stars, Latoya. Appreciate it. Thank you, Pamela, for the stars, for the 100 stars. I appreciate it. I'm not sure if Miss Vanessa sent me 50 stars as well. Thank you guys over on Facebook for sending the stars. And if you are on YouTube, you can send super chats. Let's see. She said use the other waltz. What, for the name or the number? It's too big. I mean, I think it's just the way the 3 is. I mean, I really don't think that part will make that much of a difference. I really think it's just because of the 3. So yeah, it's going to look kind of crazy. So what's the purpose of subtracting? Okay, I'll go back over that. I just explained that one, but the purpose of subtracting is I have this is solid. If I left the other one there, it's on top. If you're cutting it from vinyl, you would end up having to, like, this part would be solid. You know what? I think the Diana one might still be that way. Yeah. So it wouldn't really cut through. It's almost like it would have just been like this. And on this part, there really would not have been a white area, or I would have had to put down the white, put down the black, put down the white again, and then put down the pink. Like, that's a lot of layers. Whereas now I could even do it with this one. Let's click on Diana and let's offset this. Bring this down to 0.1. Oh, let's go 0.075. I don't remember what this number was. Okay, 0.075. I'm going to hit apply, fill that with white, and group that together. It's a totally different layer. Totally different layer. In order for me to have that look of the white, it would be 1, and then this would have to go on top. This would have to go, but then I also have, now I have this repeated, and it cuts off on certain parts. And then you have, then I would have had to put this one. So that would have been a lot of layers. Whereas if I just go ahead and subtract it, it would be the white, it would be the black, and then the pink on top of technically the white. So it's really only 2 layers thick instead of it being 3 or 4. Okay. Hopefully that answer helped. Thank you so much for the $3 super chat. Thank you. How do you space the letters in the name? Mine are too close. Let's see. Do I have Which one is still in text mode? Here we go right here. So a couple ways that you can space out your letters. If you still have it in text mode, you would go over to the A and you would go to character spacing and you take it down to push them closer together, pull this out to spread them apart. Okay. If you are no longer in text mode, you did modifications to it, you're just going to tab it over. If you want them to cross over, you can do it that way. And we're going to go pull this way, take all of it and move it back that way. So you could manually do it. Oops, I'm sorry. You can manually do it as well. This particular one, I mean, these are a bunch of different, like the Disney fonts is Waltograph. There is one that says Waltograph UI. It's bigger, and then there's a regular Waltograph. So see, there's Waltograph, and then there's Waltograph UI. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going to try and figure out exactly how I want, let's see. I think, or unless you meant, Yolanda, try to use the other three like this one, but I don't know. I just think cutting off the three, like the two is different because it goes across the middle. Cutting off the other three, I don't know. Let's see. This one was what, Mickey? No, this one was Minnie. Okay. And we're going to take our ears, put them over here, make them a little bit bigger. No line color. Pull my ears down. I don't know, I just feel like it looks really big on this three. Maybe if I alter the three some. I don't know. This three just looks weird to me. Maybe if I bring it down on top of it. I don't know. I'm just not feeling the mini three with the ears on top. So if I did that, and let's see, bring to the front. Yeah, I mean, I just think it's a matter of cutting off the three. It just looks weird to me. So I'm going to work on a couple different design arrangements off camera though. Let's see, offset. I don't know. I'm going to show it to my client because she might like it with it in the middle. I just personally don't really care for it. So I'm going to send a few options. All right. But let's go ahead and just go through this from the top, step by step, bit by bit. Okay, so we are going to, so we pulled this from the internet and we're going to trace it. And hit trace. I'm going to type out my number. And let's, for the sake of this, so that it looks good, I'm just going to go ahead and do a 1. And we're going to pull this bigger. We're going to go over to our text tool, our text style. The mini one looks weird. Let's see how Waltograph looks for a 1. All right, I think we're going to go with this one, which is going to make the ears much, much smaller because of how this 1 is. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fill these with color just so you guys can see it better. We're going to take our ears, shrink them down. I never, ever, when you are sizing something and you want it to stay as it looks, unless it's like a general box or a circle or you're trying to create an oval, please don't do this. Don't try and force it to fit something like this. Makes it where it's stretched out. I mean, sometimes it can work out, but when you have something and it's a defined like design, you want to use any of the corner points to resize it. So we're going to pull this. Going to have to make that probably really small. For the 1. All right, I'm going to make this black just so that I can see it better, like so I can see it better, and remove the line color because that just looks weird to me. Oops. I'm going to hold down Shift, grab all of the points up here, and I'm going to hit Delete Point. All right, still trying to figure out where to put this on this one. All right, I think I'm going to just, nope. Why am I choosing all the difficult? See, this design to me just doesn't work well with all numbers. Let's just go with 2. Make it really easy. These ears this design doesn't work well with all numbers. So we're just going to make it a 2. Going to go ahead and rotate this bad boy. All right, we're going to double click on the ears and adjust the edit point sum. So you just want it to be inside the other number, like the other element, so that it can properly weld. All right, you're going to all right, I'm going to bring this to the front. Well, I'm sorry, not bring it to the front. I need to release compound path. All right, we're going to click on this. I'm going to fill it with color just so you guys can see what happens. I'm going to put a line color on this as well. I'm going to, and the reason why, I'm going to explain why I'm doing this, right? You see how where this 2 is? It will cut off my bow. I need to have all of the bow. So you don't just select it and weld. If you do that, it's going to, some people may not mind that. It'll cut off the bow. It'll look like it's going to the top of the 2. So I'm not saying that's necessarily a bad thing, but I want to see the full bow. So I'm going to release compound path. I'm going to hold down Shift, click on the ears to deselect them. I'm going to right click and make it a compound path or use the keyboard shortcuts. All right, so there's our bow. Then I'm going to take the ears, hold down Shift or drag and select the number or whatever element it is, and then I'm going to weld. And that's how you do that. Then for the name, we're going to type it out, T-A-Y, T-A-Y. Click on it, blow it up, blow it up. Go back to our text tool. I'm going to fill it with color, just so I can see it. For the name, we're going to put an offset. I'm going to leave it at default. I'm going to make that, well, I can act, the reason why I also don't subtract it first is because when I do the other offset, it's going to create gaps in it, and I don't want that. So you have to subtract it after the fact. I'm just going to make that color and group it together. Then I'm going to click on the ears, well, the ears and the number because it's welded now. Hold down Shift, click on the name, offset, and apply. I'm going to group that together. Fill that with white. Now my gray one here, hold down Shift, click on just the black 2, and I'm going to go to modify and subtract. And then the T is separated. So let's go ahead and, go ahead and group. Okay, what happened here? Subtract. Whoa, come on. Subtract. Oh, no, it's not selected. It's just the 2. Okay, that was my bad. And I forgot to convert my text to path. And there it is. It's done. Take the line color off. If you want to fill this with a gradient, you want to fill this with a pattern, you can. Fill it with another color. You are not limited in how you can use it from here. So hopefully this helped. You understand Silhouette Studio a little bit better. I'm going to end up doing a lot more to this, like my polka dots, making those to where they are white, but there's ones on the outside edge. That's a little bit more intermediate as far as like understanding all of that. Again, that will be available on Monday over on academy.silaholicsAnonymous.com and along with 4 other videos. I can't find what you selected to double click on it. You double click on it to get to your edit points. You just double click, it brings up your edit points. All right. All right, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. I have to be ready. Oh, I'm going live with Craftable Things in 30 minutes over on Craftable Things over on YouTube. I believe she's going live at 1. Yeah. And then I have a class right after that. Complement your small business with Silhouette Studio. We are working on business cards today. You can still sign up for that. You will get access, immediate access to all 7. Well, session 7, the playbacks have not been uploaded, but they will be uploaded today right after class. So you will get access to all 7 of the classes that we've already done. Today is session 8. Tuesday is the last session. Today we are going over designing business cards in Silhouette Studio. So if you would like to, participate in that class, go ahead over to academy.silaholics.com to sign up for that. For all of your printing supplies, like your sublimation ink, your sublimation paper, your pigment ink, visit shop.silaholics.com. The direct link is in the description of both the Facebook and YouTube videos. If you're watching from a group, be sure to click on the actual live one and it'll take you, you'll see more, go to the description, click on the link to head over to our website to purchase your Honestly Speaking sublimation ink, sublimation paper, and join Team 365. If you don't know what that is, with our sublimation paper, you can sublimate at temperatures as low as 365 degrees, sometimes even 350 degrees, for as short as 30 seconds. If you go to 350, you have to do 60 seconds. But you will no longer have to sublimate at 400 degrees for 60 seconds if you go ahead to shop.silaholics.com and pick up your Honestly Speaking sublimation ink and paper. More so the paper, but go ahead and get you some ink while you're over there as well. All right? All right, guys. Until next time, have a great one.